If you're an anime fan and happens to be active on Twitter for the past couple of months, you've probably seen several people posting about this particular elf female character, and just on a single glance, you could easily tell, damn, those are some nice visuals. Now what made this even more interesting is the fact that this screenshot of this beautifully animated elf female character actually originates from your typical generic Isekai Slop that is currently airing in this fall season that comes with an incredible title such as My Status as an Assassin Obviously Exceeds the Heroes. I know, great fucking title, let's move on, okay? So a lot of people online recently have been making many comments regarding how surprisingly good and visually pleasing this anime is, even though it's supposed to be just your usual another forgettable seasonal Isekai Slop. Some even highlight and compare the similarity to the good old 80s to 90s medieval fantasy anime we have back in the day. And this amount of engagement and attention doesn't only strictly apply to the Western or international audience either, because even the local Japanese fans themselves are making tweets about it, pretty much saying all the stuff that we've also been saying as well. Hell, even Crunchyroll is self-aware of what this anime is bringing to the table. Like, that wasn't supposed to happen, like what the fuck? I mean, to be honest, the whole show does look like the modernized version of the old aesthetic 80s to 90s retro anime. And if I were to make a quick comparison to another big title modern isekai we have today, for example, let's say Mushoku Tensei. When you take a character image from both shows and compare the two to each other side by side, it's kinda damn similar. Especially when it comes to the drawing outlines over here. Now, when you're being compared to something like Mushoku Tensei, which is very well known for its high production quality, that's how you know this is some good shit right here. But even then, I'm still skeptical. Because no matter how exceptionally good a show may look like, if the rest of the plot and the characters are pretty garbage, then of course it's all meaningless. This is actually not the first time we have something like this. In fact, there are already two case examples with these types of isekai slops where the visuals and the character designs are somehow uniquely impressive on the upfront. However, the remaining aspects of the shows are not good enough to keep up with the quality production expectations, therefore making the show end up being mid as hell. Regardless though, me being a fucking disgusting anime fan, combined together with this pretty looking elf lady being way more appealing than I would like to admit, I end up swallowing my non-existent pride and decided to drown myself in this sea of curiosity. And so I watched it, with a huge shameful look on my face. And how was it? It was good. It was decent. I enjoyed. It was better than I expected. Man, that is a really one long ass title, huh? Okay, let's just first address the elephant in the room here. Why does this show look as good as it does? Why is it this one particular isekai among all the other ones? Well, to answer those questions is actually not that difficult if you search up on who's exactly making it. Studio Sunrise. Or Bandai Namco Filmworks, whatever you want to call it. For those who don't know, this is a major big title studio who's responsible for creating some of the most influential and highest rated anime in the space such as Cowboy Bebop, Code Geass, Gintama, the Gundam franchise, and also most importantly of course, Love Life. Anyway, all you need to know is that this is their first time adapting a light novel isekai series, and since they were already a big well-established veteran anime studio with a lot of experience, that means they know what the fuck they're doing. A lot of the generic typical isekai shows nowadays, which tend to have very creative title names that we've come across all throughout the years, are always most likely made by a pretty small studio. A studio that has yet to make a name for themselves. A non-recognizable studio that pretty much has nothing special going for them. Which is why most of the time, all of the isekais that these studios have created, they're kinda shit. This new isekai, however, despite having a stupid long-ass title name like usual, has become a special case of a decent show from just being pretty lucky enough to be picked up by a competent studio like Sunrise. This is clearly obvious by looking at not only some of the gorgeous illustration and background environment throughout the show, but also as mentioned before, the overall character designs and the quality of its drawings massively stood out as well. And aside from the visuals alone, the animations themselves in this show are pretty smooth. There are no static awkward movements in any of the action sequence, and they even sometimes play around with the camera angle rotation, making the scenes feel more dynamic. I would even go so far as to say that both the visuals and the animation in this show is way better than something like The Eminence in Shadow, which is weird for me to say considering just how much more respectable and beloved that anime is compared to this one. Which finally brings me to the main topic that I would like to bring up in today's video. That's right, if you thought that I'm gonna glaze this new isekai anime for the next 30 minutes of this video, then I'm sorry, you just got debated. Don't click off the video just yet, okay? In return for debating you guys into clicking this video, I am instead going to be speaking out about something that no other anime creators have ever touched upon, alright? I'm clickbaiting you guys for better exclusive content here, okay? Just bear with me for a bit. For some reasons, right, this is a topic that's been going on for a very long while now within the anime industry, and it baffles me to no end that nobody really talk about it. Not even the big name popular anitubers are talking about this. It makes me feel like I'm the only crazy one for noticing this issue in the first place and fixating on it. No, it's not about the issue of anime tourism. No, it's not about the issue of anime censorship. No, it's not about the issue of anime being political. It's something else. Now, as a professional yapper, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to touch upon from here on out. But as a nice starting point, why don't we first go back to the Twitter post that I've shown you guys at the beginning of this video. This one. I think there's a lot more insightful and meaningful discussion that we can have about this situation other than just, haha, Isekai Slop looks good. I mean, first of all, why do all of us instantly think that this picture right here looks unusually better than normal? Well, easy answer. It's because it reminds us of the old retro anime art style. But what about it is reminiscent of the old retro anime art style? What specific part of it that reminds us of such thing? Is it the color? Is it the eyes? Is it the shadings? Or is it just purely the character design? Now, a lot of people might have come up with different answers based on how much experience they have with anime as a medium. But if you ask me personally, as someone who has been watching and observing anime very attentively for the past 10 years and so, there's one primary characteristic aspect about this picture that stood out more than anything else when it comes to being reminiscent of the old retro anime art style. And it's this one right here. Thick, black outline. That's right, this video is actually a sequel to my previous ranting video. Recently, I've just finished watching the old classic high fantasy anime Record of the Lotus War for the first time, and I love it. Well, to be more specifically speaking, I love the visuals of the show. I mean, don't get me wrong, the show is good, like the whole entire thing is pretty much a JRPG but anime, but the one thing that really caught my eye and attention is the art style. I adore this retro art style so much. As a young kid back then, I used to look down on anime that has this kind of art style. I thought it looks old, I thought it looks outdated, and I would rather watch shows that look more like this in my spare time. I was a full, naive, uncultured swine of a dumbass kid. Now I would pretty much be willing to do anything just to bring this art style back into the mainstream. I miss it, goddammit, bring it back! I know a lot of people might see this and think it's just wishful bias for nostalgia purpose, but I genuinely think it's something more than that. Like I said before, I was a kid. I was born in 2003. This was during a transformative time period where the anime industry starts slowly transitioning from traditional hand-drawn to digital animation. And sadly to say, I didn't grow up with these things. I didn't even grow up watching Ghibli movies like most other people did. By the time I reached the age where I start passionately getting into anime, the anime industry was already done with successfully integrating digital animation into the current modern style of anime that we're familiar with today. So why is it that a fucking zoomer like me, who shares no history whatsoever with consuming these types of medium, have grown to hold such strong love and obsession for this old retro style of anime? I've already said the answer earlier, but I'ma say it again. Thick black outline. TBO. Thick black outline. This is what I advocated very strongly in my previous ranting video. I even went so far as to dedicate a whole entire 10 minutes just purely yapping my poor viewers' ears out about how great thick black outline supremacy is. And thank God most of them are very convinced. Now, there are tons of elements that you can praise and point out about the old retro anime art style and what makes it look so uniquely good. For example, the warm muted tones of the color palettes, the physically painted watercolor backgrounds, the distinct lighting and shading style that was bold and dynamic. And I'm not saying that all of those are not important, of course they are. But the reason why I'm so highly focused on highlighting the importance of thick black outline is because unlike these other aspects in which each appeals can be subjective to different types of people, this is the one legitimate objective truth that serves a real purpose in 2D visual animation. It is something that has always existed since the dawn of 2D animation, whether it be Western or Japanese, and it still stays to this day. Allegedly. Okay, essentially speaking, the black outline is there to make the drawings look more defined, more detailed. It gives them weight. There is a clear separate line to distinguish between the subjects and the environment. It makes your eyes have an easier time to focus on whether the characters or the backgrounds on a near zero split second. This is something that is heavily utilized in YouTube thumbnails as well. There is a reason why a lot of creators put a very bold and thick outlines on whichever element they want to emphasize on their thumbnails, whether it be their face, body, text writing, or some other items in their thumbnails, whatever. Even your beloved subtitles have thick black outlines. It's the same concept. You open a comic book or a manga, what do you find? Thick black outline, that's what you will find, that's right. It makes them pop out! You know what I mean? Okay, so now so far we have established how important and significant thick black outline is in its technical and practical usage to make 2D visual animation looks good. Now the question is that, what does this have to do with the goddamn Twitter post? What will I bring up this shit? Shh, don't worry, it will all make sense very soon. Just hear me out. But before we get that though, let's play a little experimental game between us first, huh? Me and you. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys two character images from completely different shows, and then judging based on the quality of the drawing visuals alone, not character designs by the way, keep in mind, I'm talking about drawing visuals here. You're gonna tell me which one do you prefer to watch, okay? You ready? It's the left one, ain't it? It's the left one, ain't it? That's it. It just looks better, ain't it? You don't need to have an art degree to recognize that this image is just nicer to look at. It's more eye-catching. I can swap this one out into the Isekai Slop elf from earlier and it still wouldn't change the result. You would still pick the left one. And I believe we all now should understand why, of course. But here's the thing though. If we change the question and now you ask me, which of these two shows is better and more worth watching, I will pick the right one immediately. I will recommend you guys to try watching the right one instead. Yes, you heard me praising my status as an assassin for its great mix of modern and old retro anime art style and quality animation, and I do have a good time watching the show, but that doesn't mean I forgot to include the overall generic plot and questionable pacing of the show in my final evaluation, which in my opinion, not that amazing. On the other hand, this one on the right side though is from an anime released in 2021 called Higehiro. After being rejected as chef and took in high school runway, that is, ha 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 ha. No, but seriously though, despite what the title actually says, this is a very solid drama show that tackles many sensitive topics that some vulnerable teenagers might face growing up. In summary, there's a lot of moments where the show could easily go in a very wrong direction due to the premise being so controversial, but I'm glad to say that every narrative element in this show is dealt in a very genuine and mature manner. There's a lot of good, meaningful value and life lessons to be obtained from this show. I highly recommend it. But let's be honest though, the whole entire show looks like a cheap garbage slop. It looks generic as fuck. And that's exactly the problem here. What's going on? I thought that actual good content is supposed to be supported by good quality production. That's how you know a good show is a good show. That's how you can tell. But this one right here looks like shit and don't have thick black outline, even though it's a damn good show. However, this other one, pretty generic show, doesn't do anything new nor special. Even some people call it a slop, and yet somehow it has thick black outline, looks so much better and more appealing to watch. What the hell is happening? The logic is not logic-ing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have no fucking idea. How often do you see a character that looks like this, or this, or this, or this, or this? Pretty much everywhere now, huh? Now question, what is the one thing that all of them have in common? I'll let you guys answer this one for me. Together, 3, 2, 1.
No thick black outline.
That's right, very good. You guys are learning. Well, guess what? This is the modern style of anime right now. This is what we have come to. Bad shows, good shows, mid shows, most of them. This is what most of them look like right now. And that's a bad thing. Not too long ago, I happened to randomly stumble upon a new show that is also currently airing in this fall season called Chitose-kun is in the Ramune Bottle. And this is how the opening looks like. Whoa! What is this? What is this show? Yo, is this Maken? Did I just find Maken 2.0? Oh my god! This quality is insane! Oh wow, look at that! They're even doing the Kleiner introduction style thingy, but modernized. Wow! This looks great! Damn, this is so good! Ice cream so good! Oh, I can't wait to watch the first episode with this one! Guess what the fucking anime actually looks like? What? 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 What is this? This is not like in the opening. Did this anime lie to me? What the fuck is this? Holy schizo, the characters look so fucking flat. These characters look so bland, they're blending into the fucking background. Look at this frame right here. This guy's face is so white, the color scheme is almost damn similar to the fucking cloud in the sky. It's like 2 hex color code away from each other. Jesus Christ. No, but like for real, why is it so fucking bright though? I'm already plain as fuck as it is. Okay, putting my joking and overreaction aside, this doesn't look that bad, okay? I made it sound like it's the end of the world, but it's not, okay? It could have been so much worse. But could you guys imagine how much better this shit would look if it just has a tiny bit thicker black outline? Oh wait, that's right, you don't need to. Cause they already did it themselves in the damn opening! What the fuck? Remember that? What? What is this? Am I getting cheated here? Is this opening sole purpose to cheat people like me? The worst part about all of this is the fact that it's actually a good show. I think it's one of the promising ones this season. It's kind of like Oregairu for the new modern generation. Like the main character here is basically Hikigaya Hachiman but an extrovert. And if you already know who this Gigajet Batman is, that description alone already makes him tenfold more interesting than your typical protagonist. And speaking of Oregairu, this new anime is from the same studio. It's the same studio that makes the second and the final season of Oregairu. It's Studio Phil. They know how to put thick black outlines. I mean, they did it in Oregairu. Look at that. So why can't they do it again? There's no reason to not to. They're both slice of life rom-com shows in a high school settings. What's the big difference, huh? It's not like this new anime is an action show and requires so many moving animation sequences to begin with. So what's the problem? The least that they can do is to make sure the pictures look fucking good, god damn it. Like we're talking about an anime in which the original source material won the Award of Excellence in 2018 and also got ranked first in both 2021 and 2022 in the most popular light novel annual ranking. This is quite of a huge deal of a series. You have 40 minutes. Actually it's almost 50 minutes, I just noticed that. You have almost 50 minutes of a time slot for the first episode. That shit's unreal, okay? That shit's not normal. Like, what the fuck? They don't just give this kind of time slot to just any shit, okay? Like, they usually reserve this special treatment for the real big shit, okay? I can only think of a few shows on top of my head, like ReZero, Tate no Yusha, Free Rent, if you watch the premiere one, and lastly, Oshinoko for the 1-episode movie. So, like, what the fuck? Okay, to be fair though, the entire anime's first episode is actually just about 30 minutes. And the rest of the duration is just extra Seiyu content. You know, like the voice actors going around promoting the city of Fukui to highlight many real-life locations that got featured in the anime, so like, you know. But still, that's pretty impressive. What? I've never seen an anime do something ambitious like this in their episode before. This is like a first time milestone type shit. What the hell? You think they didn't pay the voice actors more money for doing this shit? Of course they do. It's a big project. They're pouring a lot of investment into this shit. They're going absolute hardcore in promoting the shit out of this series. I've never seen something like this on the official channel before, especially when the anime just got released. Like, what are you even selling here? They have so much confidence in the series to the point where they already announced the second core of the series before the anime even started yet. How the fuck do they know this show is gonna be that successful, huh? Are you telling me that after all this effort, all these shenanigans in making sure that everyone knows that this show exists, they still can't afford to do the small decency of putting some thick black outlines to make their show looks much better? That's crazy. Okay? You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do it ourselves, guys. Alright, let's take this one frame right here and try to rework it a bit better. Now, I'm not the greatest when it comes to editing, but I'ma do my best, okay?
A few minutes later.
Done. There you go. How about that, huh? Looks a bit better now, isn't it? Let's compare the two together now. Look at that. Look how much sharper the new one looks with thicker black outline. It's not as blurry as this shit no more. It looks more refined. It's clearer. What's so hard about making it this way, huh? Is it an exporting problem? You know, I saw one comment on my previous video mentioning about something like that with the new digital animation issue or whatever. Are you guys on the anime studio having trouble exporting your own animation video? Cause ain't no fucking way this shit is 1080p, bro. This shit is 480p at best. We're getting robbed of quality over here, man. Wait, what the fuck is this? I just found this shit. Wait, what am I looking at over here? Is this a video game? Oh no, never mind. It's just side content. Motherfucker, it's a side content and take a look at this. They have thick black outline. What? They can do it. They can do it after all. Look at how HD this shit looks. Does this mean that instead of including thick black outlines in their goddamn forsaking show itself, they decided to do it in this random ass side content that nobody will ever watch aside from a few local Japanese fans? That's stupid. Okay? Also, I know this model is just a JPEG, they're not moving or anything, but my god, does this prove anything but the fact that they can actually do it if they wanted to? This is ridiculous. I'm actually mad now. Please tell me I'm not the only one who noticed how bullshit this is, cause I'm about to crash out.
The next day.
You see this? You see what I mean? Chitose-kun is in the Ramune Bottle anime episodes delayed for quality and production reasons. I have never felt so vindicated in my life before. I told you guys, I told you, I knew something was up. Your boy here knows what he's talking about, alright? I've been watching anime for ages. Oh, Draglance, but you're just talking nonsense here. What's wrong with the show looking like this? It's just different art style direction. You're just getting mad over nothing. This has always been the case for seasonal anime or like novel adaptation type of show. It's been going on for years. Exactly. You're completely right, my friend. This has been going on for far too long, which is why I'm calling it out right now. They can't keep getting away with it. Now, believe it or not, it wasn't always like this, okay? Anime has always been produced the same way since ages ago, and this kind of stuff is just something that happened very recently. Take a look at this one good example right here. This anime, Rokujuma no Shinyakusa, is an anime adaptation of a reverse isekai harem-like novel back in 2014. That's right, literally 11 years ago. Isekai wasn't even considered as a proper genre back then. Nobody knew what the term was called. I bet your mother asked and 90% of you guys watching right now doesn't even know that this show existed before. But look at that. You see that? You see how fucking HD this shit looks? This is how a 1080p should looks like, okay? Not this garbage. And most importantly, you see how thick that black outline is? Oh my goodness. It's all over the screen. I barely even remember anything about this show. It was like the most mid-ass show ever. Actually, I do have a very soft spot for this anime. I watched this on Animex back when I was a kid, and all I remember was that the show has a pretty compelling premise and was about to get real good at the end, and then it just never took off. I forgot what happened. Oh, and the opening song fucking slaps, by the way. Listen to this. Oh, the nostalgia! Oh my god, it's been so long, I actually want to cry. Basically, this was the kind of show that nobody went out of their way to watch. Like, it's not something that you highly recommend to other people either. It's pretty underground stuff. But check that out! They have a battle action animation and still manage to have thick black outlines at the same time. 11 years ago, by the way, just a kind of reminder to you guys. This is 11 years ago. These characters even still have thick black outlines in the dark room. 11 years ago, guys. Have I mentioned this before? This is 11 years ago, by the way. Just in case you guys forgot. This is actually insane. You will never see this in your typical modern anime right now. Like, if I were to find a similar scenario into this anime, this is what you get from most anime nowadays. Not a single black outline can be seen here. Oh, Draglance, but that's actually more realistic. Realism is... Oh, fuck realism, okay? It's a fucking anime. It's all about the aesthetic. It's about style. It's about making sure the visuals look good on screen. If they were aiming for realism, they better put a fucking black frame on screen, okay? Because that's what it looks like when the light got turned off in the room. You can't see shit. This anime was not even made by a big title studio. It was just Silverling, nothing special. Just an average, normal anime studio. Like, who the fuck knows what Silverling is? How far we've fallen, guys. How far we've fallen. This is embarrassing for the anime industry. Do you guys understand why I make this video now? Many of you anime fans might already forget, but let me remind you guys. This was the standard. It doesn't matter if it's being made by a big name or small nameless studio. This was the bare minimum quality of shows that we get back then. That's why I picked this random ass forgettable anime that is most likely unknown to everyone to really make my point and show you guys what happened here. Again, I'm not talking about how good the show actually is. I'm talking about the drawing visuals quality of the show. And I'm not even necessarily referring to the 80s to 90s old retro anime period when traditional hand-drawn animation was still a thing. No. I'm talking about anime shows created within mid-2000s until the late 2010s when digital animation has been successfully integrated into the current modern anime style. Whether it be bad anime, mid anime, trashy anime, good anime, illegal anime, wherever labels you can come up with, all anime that was released before this new era more or less have thick black outlines. I can guarantee you that. You can check it out yourself. It's either something like this or even much better. I mean, what the fuck, guys? Isekai smartphone. Everyone. This is the one damning anime that started the whole new non-stop isekai bullshit by becoming the first ever certified isekai trash in the anime space. And even then, it still has thick black outlines. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Nowadays, the only time you can see the same level of attention towards black outlines is when it comes to exceptional anime that is supported by high quality production. If it's already a very popular and well respected IP beforehand, then there's a high chance that the anime will have thick black outlines. If it's being made by a very renowned and famous anime studio, then there is a high chance that the anime will have thick black outlines. If it's neither of these two factors, then goodbye, sayonara, it's Jover. Send them to the police, they say. This is how generic slops look these days, and this is how they look back in the day. Massive difference, huh? If this is not an indication that the overall minimum quality standards of anime has decreased exponentially over the recent years, then I don't know what the fuck is what anymore. But Draglance, nobody cares about this generic slops garbage. Nobody should watch them anyway. They can be as bad as they want for all we care. Why are you even watching them in the first place? Idiot! You're missing the point here. If this keeps going on, if the minimum quality standard for anime keep on worsening, then this will not only affect the generic slops, but it will also affect the adaptation of some IPs that have actual good quality content that deserve higher quality production. I mean, fuck me, this already happens to a couple of them, even though they're all good shows. Imagine Freeren without thick black outlines. Imagine Mushoku Tensei without thick black outlines. Imagine Chainsaw Man without thick black outlines. Oh wait, what am I talking about? It already happened before. That's right, it's the entire first season of the anime. Yeah, people really did love that one, huh? Wow, what a very good and positive reception from the people around. Yeah, definitely not controversial at all, guys. Now, as much as I would like to continue memeing and making fun of how everything went to shit after the 2020 pandemic, the truth of the matter is that this isn't something that just happened overnight. It was a slow, gradual change that occurred somewhere around the near late half of the 2010s, where they start making more anime with thinner black outlines. First time it starts off with 1 show per season, 2 shows per season, and then 3 shows per season, and then 5 shows per season. And as time passed by, anime now is being constantly produced more and more than the previous years, so it starts ramping up. It becomes 10 shows per season, 15 shows per season, 20 shows per season, and with that ongoing phenomenon for the last 5 to 10 years, the black outline is slowly but surely growing thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner to the point where you can just barely see them sometimes. Oh my fucking god. I'm not surprised if not many people notice this change over time because it's being done in such a cleverly slow burn method that won't catch people's eyes right away. I mean, even I only start realizing this myself several months ago after doing a little bit of pattern recognition. It's kind of like being a parent watching over their kids. You know, you don't really make a conscious notice to any of their change while they're growing up. And then only after some time in the future, you remember back by taking a look at some of the old photos and think, wait a minute, my kids look so much brighter and smarter back in the day. Now they just look fucking retarded. That pretty much sums up how I see anime nowadays, okay? This is the real issue, guys. This is the real issue that we need to tackle together on with anime. It's not anime tourism, it's not anime censorship, it's not anime being political bullshit. I mean, those things still matter, of course, but this is detrimental to the existence of anime for all we know it. I don't know whatever the hell reasons the anime industry start cooking shit like this, but what I know for sure is that this needs to stop.
To all my dear apostles, spread this video, spread the awareness, spread the word around. Tell your friends, your families, your everyone. Explain to them in the same way that I explained to you. For we need to stop being complacent about the current state of anime and demand for better looking products. Bring back thick black outlines. Bring back anime to its everlasting glory. Make anime great once again. Black lives matter and so do black outlines.
Like seriously, I'm not even asking for much. I'm not even asking for the thickness level of like fucking Demon Slayer's black outline, okay? Like that shit is crazy. That one is on another level. All I'm asking is something like this, okay? This is good enough. It's a non-close-up look and you can directly and clearly see the distinct black outline separating the characters and the backgrounds. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Is that still too much for them to do? Holy Krabby Patty. Now I know making an anime is extremely difficult. It's expensive. The whole Japan work culture thing with animators getting paid unfairly and overworked to death hasn't really improved much either. One blockbuster anime comes with the sacrifice of dozens of family corpse is a natural state of affairs apparently. And with the inevitable rise of AI invading into our society, the future is in a very concerning position right now. Even as I'm typing the script for this video at this very moment, I'm fucking shaking over here just thinking about it. So as what a random viewer who left a comment on my previous video said, if you criticize, suggest a solution. And you goddamn right I will. To all aspiring animators or anime studio staff who happen to be watching this video, if for whatever reason you lack the budget and the time to put some TBO on your show, don't worry, I have the perfect solution. If you wanna cut corners, you do it the right way. Don't do it in the way that is so obvious to people like me, okay? These eyes have watched too much anime for its own good. It doesn't work on me no more. I became aware of it. Now, I didn't really want to mention this the first time I talked about it in my previous video because it's supposed to be a secret, you know? It's like dark magic. You don't want many people to know about it. It's too good that it's illegal. People are gonna abuse and misuse it for sure. But at this point, fuck it. With the way anime is looking right now, I got no other choice but to reveal the secret technique, alright? Hopefully this one method will encourage people to make a better looking anime once again. Are you ready? Because once you obtain the forbidden knowledge, you can't unsee it no more. If you are, then allow me to help you open your third eye and together, let us focus and listen carefully to what I'm about to say next. Thick black bars. That's right, you thought we're gonna stop at TPO? Oh no, I still got one more in me. TBB, thick black bars, okay? You think this shit only works on movies or video game cutscenes? Oh hell nah, this shit works on regular anime show as well, thank you very much. Let me have the pleasure of demonstrating it to you. You see this beautiful animation on your screen right now? Well, look at what happened when I snapped my fingers. Bam! Absolute cinema! Now it looks 100 times more cinematic. Wow magic! Boombaya! Now it looks much better, ain't it? Oh, I can do the same thing to the slice of life rom-com anime from before. Check this out. Bam! Absolute cinema! Again, now it looks 100 times more cinematic, ain't it? Now it's no longer shit, it's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece now. Take black bars. It's a perfect method to trick the audience eyes to think that the visuals are better than what it actually is. Now, I'm not a psychologist cinephile, so I'm not really sure of the actual scientific reason behind this sensation, but what I do happen to know is that it fucking works. every single damn time. And I love it. I mean, why do you think I picked Shoshimin as my favorite anime in 2024? It's because Studio Lapin Trek has the same thinking as I do. They figure out the secret formula before anyone else. They're like, hey, instead of creating a normal anime, why don't we just slap some black bars on it the whole damn time and make a movie out of it? And they did! A total of 2 seasons, 22 episodes, and all of them, throughout the whole runtime of the show, has the black bars on it, including the opening. As far as I'm aware, this is the first anime that has fully committed and done something like this. And guess what? It fucking worked. People love the show, okay? Underrated, they say. You know what else is underrated? Thick black bars, that's right. Frankly speaking, I don't know why a lot of anime hasn't really done this yet. It just seems like a very easy alternative solution to cover up many expenses. Oh wait, they do! It's called donghua. That's right, you thought I didn't notice how Chinese anime have been popping up lately? Oh, I sure well did. Activate your pattern recognition system, guys. Pay attention to what they all have in common. Say it together with me. What do they all have?
Thick black bars.
That's what I fucking thought. What did I tell ya? When it comes to being creative and cutting corners while still producing good-looking product in an effective and efficient manner, China is #1, okay? They got tons of smart people in there. That's how they grow so much in a very short time. I know this because I'm one of them. So now that I've made this video, if there ever comes a time in the near future where every anime studio suddenly starts slapping the black bars into their anime a lot more often, remember, you heard it here first. You're welcome, by the way. Actually, you know what? No need to say thank you. Just make sure to give me all the credits, okay? Hey, thank you for watching the video once again. And yes, holy Christ, it's another long ass video. Draglance, would you please stop making long video? It's gonna take you months of editing and no one's gonna watch it anyway. I know, I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Once these hands start writing, it won't stop until I'm satisfied. That's just how it is. What can I say? I'm something of a storyteller myself. Fuck. Okay, anyway, this is gonna be the last time I make long video ranting style essay. For now, at least. Especially when it comes to this stupid fucking TPO, TPP type shit, okay? I promise, this is the last one. I swear. I've said all the stuff that needed to be said. I already got it all off my chest. I've been held captive by my own thoughts for a while now. I want to move on. Damn it. So, starting from the next video, things will be back to normal. I will be making more content similar to my first Shoshimin video, okay? And also, coincidentally speaking, by the time this video is released, the winter 2026 should be ending as well. And there is this one particular anime from that season that I find to be very interesting to talk about, which is exactly what's gonna be in the next video, so make sure to look forward to that. Other than that, make sure to subscribe, like the video, also share it to other people if you can. I'll see you in the next one. Bayonara.